Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I'm going to clear the 5th and final challenge battle of the Ghost of the Baskervilles event, Sacrifice. So this battle is one where you face off against an evil sister, Feraquea, who will use her skills sequentially. And all of these skills are AoE skills. So there's Evil Descent, then Demonic Blow, then Demonic Curse. And then since they have cooldowns of 3 turns, she'll have 1 turn cooldown before she goes back to Evil Descent. Okay, so it's a set skill order usage. Notice that Evil Descent is magic damage, while the other 2 are physical damage. And every 2 turns, Feraquea will summon an army of enemies, demons, which are just these infantry golems with these mage golems and so on. So the way to kill them is really with Shelfaniel, who can Heaven Sanction and Divine Judgment, while you have, let's say, Luna faction buffing Shelfaniel. I'm bringing Leon with Smash, Imperial Charge, and Legion as well, simply because Leon can do quite well with faction buffing Florentia and Lucretia. There's going to be Liana with Act Again, Prayer, and Gospel. And yeah, so that's the basic idea. And then Lucretia will have all these single target strike skills to apply tons of damage on the evil sister when necessary. So that's the basic concept of this fight, more or less. So without further ado, I guess let's just get started. Here we go. So the key here is the first 3 turns really, and I'm going to have Luna, Wind God Realm, and then move up and faction. Shelfaniel is going to charge north and launch out a Heaven Sanction to damage all these enemies. Next, Florentia is going to shift over and trigger Sudden Strike, so that Shelfaniel can Divine Judgment, wiping out everything but 1, and building up lots of winning strategy stacks on Florentia. So then I'm going to have Liana act against Shelfaniel and have Shelfaniel toss out 1 final Divine Judgment to get rid of that last enemy. Next, I'm going to start with Lucretia launching out her 3C to debuff Feraquea a bit. And I want to make sure I'm out of range of this evil sister. Maybe I'll just move down here. And finally, I'm going to put Leon in range of the evil sister, so and force it to kind of stretch out to reach me. So it should move over to the tile to the right of Luna. Yep. Okay. So that kicked in with a whole bunch of random debuffs, which is fine. I'm gonna have Luna run south first. Let's have cast the prayer here. And then I'm going to place Luna in range after this attack. So she'll place herself here. And then that way, Leon can just attack the evil sister and move back 3. Florentia is just gonna move up and probably end turn, but first, I think... Yeah, alright. So first, I'm gonna have Lucretia launch out her... Actually, I'm just gonna end turn with Florentia, and I'm going to trigger an act again on Luna. So that first, Lucretia strikes. Next, Arcane Golem moves up. And finally, I'm just going to leave Luna right here. And the reason for that is she should come down and launch an AoE to hit these 3 characters, because it's a 3x3 area. So let's see if it happens. So, yep. Demonic blow. Characters get knocked back. And now Leon is going to smash the evil sister and move down. And then let's check what debuffs got applied. Nothing important, it looks like. Damage reduction and so on. Good. So we'll just have Shelfaniel just start moving up. Right? I'm going to this turn Demonic Curse, where it's basically a heal reversal that needs to be applied onto the healers. Okay? So as long as my regular characters get it, it won't do anything. So what I'm going to do here then is have Luna strike and then turn there. Have Feraquea cast a mass heal and just enter. Liana can just come down, and I'm going to have Liana gospel up Shelfaniel, because she has no faction buff, so the gospel will have to do. And then Lucretia is gonna shift up and strike. And finally, Magic Pulse will be used on Lucretia. So, Demonic Curse, a lot of damage there. And new enemy mobs randomly spawn. They're all actually in range of my Shelfaniel, which is great, because there is actually no guarantee of that happening. One of them is actually out of range right now, so I have to move up a tile. Okay, so let's have Lucretia start with Impure Shockwave. Next, let's shift positions here And then I can have a buff be used on somebody. I think it's probably best to do it on Lucretia. Next is I'm probably going to try to heal. Well, first, AoE hit all these enemies. Boom. Next is try to heal up, say Leon, and then trigger an act again on Shelfaniel, and then have Shelfaniel toss out Heaven Sanction, Divine Judgment, whatever. Lots of new stacks for Florentia. Going to have Leon melee strike here. And then turn. Just gonna have Liana act again, Shelfaniel. And then she'll toss out one final Divine Judgment. And with that, Luna will just Fashion Buff. Next is to just transfer the buffs, which are all on the Arcane Golem, over to Lucretia. And then have Lucretia strike. Next is to get out of range of the Evil Descent. No, Evil Descent's fine. So guess Shelfaniel will just end turn. And then Luna is going to win God Realm. And strike. And enter. And Leon should probably faction buff here. No, he's... yeah, he will. So first, let's heal up and trigger. And act again. Next, let's have Lucretia range attack. Next, let's have Leon action buff. And finally, Liana will end turn and heal up my characters. Evil Descent. Nobody dies. That's the most important thing. Although one character, Leon, gets stunned. I don't really mind that too much. So we'll start with a prayer, but I need to get... Oh, demonic blow is okay. So let's move back, I guess, and prayer up here. Next is Luna will strike. Then turn. Lucretia. Then get out of range of the demonic blow. So shift and magic pulse. Shift and be ready to AoE. And then shift just out of the way. And I'll hold on to the sudden strike so that Lucretia can strike one more time. Beyond tanks another hit. Okay. New swarm of those demons. There is now one that is out of range because of where Liana's positioned, but that's fine. So I'll launch out the first AoE. Have Liana shift out of the way to act again. Shelfaniel. So that Shelfaniel can AoE a second time. Right. Boom. If I place myself here, I'm going to get knocked all the way up. But might actually be worth it. Well, let's just end turn to transfer. And then Lucretia will Dark Reaper strike. And then I think I'd better cast this strategic regroup so that I can trigger and act again on Lucretia and have Lucretia continue to strike for damage. Meanwhile, Leon is going to finish up the Mage Golem and back off. And Luna is just getting a faction buff. So, Demonic Curse. Okay. Move out of the way again with Shelfaniel. They currently have the strategic regroup so that they'll heal after combat if they can survive. So if I move Liana here and just, let's say, gospel one of them, then Luna can strike and then turn. Leon can strike. And then turn. Lucretia can range attack. I'm just gonna place the arcane golem here. Because I'm expecting this demonic blow to push my characters in this direction. The 3x3 knockback. So maybe I'll just Magic Pulse Liana. And just move back a bit. And trigger an act again. So that Lucretia can keep striking. There's the demonic blow. Ooh, Luna got knocked really far back. And got a mobility debuff. That will prevent her from reaching. That's okay. Because she can move up and turn. I can have Florentia. Just heal her up and trigger and act again on her. And then Shelfaniel's ready for the next wave. This turn is an Evil Descent turn, so that's fine. Luna is going to dish out some damage right after. So why don't I just end turn. Have Luna just strike for now. And have Leon also just strike, or Leon can just faction buff. And I'm going to have Liana prayer up. Evil Descent. Swarm of enemies appearing. There is an enemy up there. So if I AoE, I have to miss one, but that's fine. I'll smash all these characters in the south. And act again. And then this time around, Divine Judgment. So I was lucky there, got the extra range for that Divine Judgment hits. Perfect. 28 stacks. Okay. Let's just have Florentia end turn and trigger, act again on Shelfaniel. And now Shelfaniel can launch out her final Divine Judgment and transfer the buffs onto Lucretia. $36. And let's have her smack the evil sister. And with that, the battle's basically done. Because at this point, just Leon attack and it's game over. And there we go. So there we have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you found this useful. And on that note, Nitro out.